And welcome to my 10th tutorial. This is going to be a two-part series, or two-part tutorial. The first one we're going to do sprite sheets, or sprite sheets with fonts, and the second part we'll use STL Font. So to start off with, a while ago, almost 3 years to the day, I wrote a little program to automatically generate sprite sheets with letters that you can use whatever font you have installed on your Windows machine. You can download it here. I'll probably also put it on GitHub later. So, and then I'll use Rapid XML to load in the XML file. So let's have a look. So these are the files. I'll just use the standard ones they have. So here we can see two fonts. So I'll use this one, and you can see, well, if I open it with Notepad, we can see it generates the XML file with the char, x, y, width, and height, where the character is located. So let's have a, that's fine. Let's look at it. So yeah, so here we can see all the letters automatically generated. So to get started, let's copy these two files while we're at it, and we're going to put them in the media file folder, which is going to be, oh, let's see, here? No, maybe here. There we go. So put them in the media folder, so we'll have them for later. Okay. So I already unpacked the XML folder, or the Rapid XML, added them to my solution. So I created a folder IO and a folder XML, or I should actually say filter. Added them. So here they are. And I created a simple class to automatically load in the files. Very simple. You can pause it and write it out yourself. It just loads in the file, creates an XML document that we can then request and parse and do stuff with it when we create our sprite sheet or font. So I kind of want to make like a SDL folder for font, but I think I'll just do it like this. So let's create a new file, header file, and we'll call this one STL underscore Sprite font. There we go. So our SDL Sprite font is going to need to load in an image, so we'll have to include STL image. I actually did some research beforehand, making sure that I kind of know how to use Rapid XML. So let's create a class. We'll call it SDL underscore, what is it, Sprite font. Now, seeing we're going to make a SDL font, we're going to use STL font, and we're going to use STL Sprite font. I'm thinking of creating an interface for this as well. So I'll do something like create a new file, STL underscore I font, or let's just call it iFont. And we'll do something like create a class for it, call it IO Font. Let's remove most of this. Yeah, so let's create a destructor without a body. I think I can do this, right? Or am I supposed to give it a body as well? Or do I do it like... I know this is possible. I've seen it, I've done it before. I just can't remember how I did it. Ah, of course. There we go. So the idea is, because it's an interface, we kind of want to force it not to be able to create an object. So if you create a virtual destructor, you can't actually create, or yeah, that will force you not to be able to create an object. So one of the functions we want a virtual void draw string. So yeah, we'll have to include string. That's the wrong ones. There we go. String, and we'll just say std : string and file. There we go. We might want some other stuff like let's include size while we're at it. Or no, because we already know what size it is. So it's going to be like an int m underscore size. So it's going to be font size. So and then what else? We might think of something else that we share. Load, for example. But loading is different for each one. For now, let's just keep it like this. So hash include font. So we'll have to do a public ifont and public image. There we go. Okay. So when we create this object, we're going to need to take in a so it's going to be a Boolean value, and we're going to take in give me a second, let's read this file. I'm pretty sure, yeah. So it has the name of the sprite sheet. So and technically we can only pass in, or we can also just pass in just the XML file. Okay. So this would be see, I'm thinking of also inheriting XML. No, I'll just do just include it. Nope. See, most of these tutorials I write them without preparing too much. Makes it fun. XML. Wow, I can't spell. Sprite font file, something like that. Okay. And of course, we're going to have to yep. Okay, so we implement those. Let's move this. Oh, let's move this in here. Okay, and what else do we need? Do we need to do anything for this one? Yeah, we're not going to do this, but I'll show you how to do how we're going to do it later on. So it's going to be something like this. Okay, so let's, instead of passing the whole object, let's just pass the pointer to it. It makes more sense. XML pointer m_XML document, something like this. Okay, so let's create the object. Okay. So if you look at this, our main thing has two parameters. So we can go through the two parameters, look for sprite sheet and font size. Got it. Okay. So I created a function which is, we don't need this actually, is get document. So if we go to our Sprite font, here we go. Of course, to do that. And I'll close this for now. Seeing I have some breakpoints here, I'll leave this open and close this one for now. So, okay. There we go. Make it a little bit easier to work with. Here we go. So, what we want to do is, so we set our XML document. Okay. Now we can do XML document. Note this is from the Rapid XML. It's going to be a pointer, right? Or is this? Okay, so yeah. Equals get document, and we'll do, nope, that's not the button I wanted to press. Something first attribute, first node, I think. And this takes a char, nope. Bitmap font, okay. Like this, if I'm not mistaken, right? No, it's not XML document, it's XML node. There we go. So let's put a breakpoint here, see if it works. let's test stuff because I want to actually go through the XML because it seems a little bit complicated. So we're going to have to create two files, XML. Oh. And XML doc or STL sprite sheet, font sheet actually. Or Sprite font. There we go. So XML. Something like this, and Sprite font is just as a font. Okay, so we're going to start off with our initialization. Doesn't make sense putting it down there. Here we go. So there we go. So let's say XML doc dot load, and we know that we have to go into media, and what's the name of the file? Oh, I closed it. Really? I accidentally turned it off again. I like to copy stuff because that way I know for sure that I don't whatchamacallit, overwrite or make a mistake, although that's probably not correct. Or ampersand XML doc. Okay, so let's run it. Make sure that our XML file loads, because we're going to do some debugging instead of writing everything and then testing it afterwards. Ooh. Unresolved external symbol. Oh no. I wonder if it's... I thought I created everything. Okay. At least we got a little bit less errors. I want to check output for a second. Error function, bool, spreadsheet, already has a body. Load dog. Oh. Didn't see that. Okay. iFont. Is this because of my private destructor? Or private virtual destructor? Yeah. I think I have to give it a body, right? I didn't give it a body. Let's save it first. We might need to rebuild. Okay. Problem solved. Let's try again. Okay, so our file is loaded. We can see our data. This one's set. It's parsed. That's awesome. Well, it looks okay. So I think this is okay for now. So we get our first node. Here we can see, let's see if we go to attributes. Yeah, we see one for the next. Of course, there's no previous one. Okay, cool. So what we'll do is we'll do for, can we do for each? I want to try XML underscore attribute. Oh, come on. Attribute att in this one. Apparently not. Give me a second. Yeah, I think visual. No. Root node is a pointer. Let's see, append attribute, first attribute, last attribute, prepare attribute, remove attribute. Remove first attribute, remove last attribute, remove all attributes. Prepend, what is prepend? Nope. Okay, so what we want to do is we kind of want to loop through these. Let me look up something first. Okay, now I'm back. It took me a little while to look it up. I closed the window, so I don't really know where I found this again. But it's something like this. So node first attribute, and then we can say attributes and then go to next attribute. Kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Okay, so in this case, what we're going to do is if attribute or at dot name equals something. So we have two attribute names. So we have Sprite sheet, and we have nope, that's not what I want. This one, and we have font size. There we go. Come on. Okay. So we have our two options. So for font size, we're going to do Sprite font. So in this case, didn't I have a value for? Yeah, we do. It's in here. But this is supposed to be protected. Forgot to do that first. There we go. So here we can do m underscore size, there we go, equals at arrow value. Yeah, value is going to be char pointer. So we're going to have to do some conversions. We know it's an int. What is it? A to I, I think. There we go. I think this will work for converting it. Later on, we're going to have to do like I think it's A to F, right? What does it take? Yeah, A2F for floats. So I think we can do, let's make it look a little bit nicer. Oh, nicer, there we go. So let's put a breakpoint there, a breakpoint here. Let's see what it says. Okay, so we got some stuff going on here. Non-standard syntax use of ampersand to create a pointer to member. It's probably going to be something like this. Let's load. Not much happened. I want to retry it. Yeah, this one works. So our attribute, let's check it out. Name value, right? Okay. Okay. So let's create a string. Wow. I can't type sometimes. Underscore image file. Something like this for now. And we'll just do equals at.value. Okay. It's been a while since I've used it. So it didn't go in. Did I? I want to check something here. Let's call this name. There we go. And we'll call this one name as well. Maybe it's because it's a char pointer. There we go. Yeah. Ta-da. So if you look at our two values, yeah, we have a correct value, and also M size is 25. Got it. So this would be, by the way, if just some error checking, if this, so if it's not filled in, return false, right? So if it fails, it's return false. Okay. No, see, it should be the other way around. See this? It always confused me. False means it's a 0. 0 means good. 1 or bigger. I should actually do like an int and do some error checking. Who cares? Okay. So I don't understand. Okay, there it's gone now. Good. So we're loading that in. So the thing is, we might also want to do something like image file equals, and we're going to get file location. Now file location is with the file, if I'm not mistaken. M file location, but I'm pretty sure I don't declaration. Yeah. So if we go to here, yeah. So we need to do a little bit of parsing. You know what? Let's just not do that. I don't feel like parsing URL. Let's just do like this. So now if we load it in, you should see the correct location. So that would be something like maybe I should load in the correct file. This one. There we go. I could have redone it. Could have just pressed this button, but it's okay now. Okay, good. So let's load in the image, which should be easy, which is STL underscore image colon load, and I'll do yeah, so then we'll just do in this file. Something like that. I'll change it in a second. False. False was good. I can't remember. Yeah, anything other than 0 is good. So what you could do, if it's like this, you could do there we go. So we load in the image, we have the XML file. Now what we'll need is a map with file location. Yeah, I think the I font will share it, because I think the other one will also use it. Here. So we'll have to include map. There we go. And we'll do something like char and a rectangle. There we go. Let's do characters, something like that. Pretty sure I spelled that correctly. Yeah, I spelled that correctly. Okay, so now I need to load in characters. Yeah, so it's going to be similar to this, only this is not going to be attribute, it's going to be XML node. There we go. And we'll call them nodes. And instead of attributes, it's going to be first node. And we'll do next sibling. Okay. Okay. Does this take a? It does. What we can do is we can say a letter, and then we can do something like this in here, and instead of this we'll do n. So for each letter we're going to go through all the parameters. So we'll need a char for a letter equals, that doesn't matter. Well, let's set it anyways to a space. And we'll need a rectangle. We'll call it rect. There we go. And then we can do m underscore characters. And we'll do it like this. Equals rect. There we go. Okay. So basically, we're going to put the data in here, and then we're going to put the data in the table. Got it. Okay, so we're going to do something similar here, as here. So we're just going to say name. Let's also do something for value. Like this. Okay. Can we switch a string? I can't remember. Really? Yeah, no. Okay. That's easy then. If name equals so we're gonna have a char. There we go. And we're gonna have xy width and height. X y. I'll fill in the code later, but we're gonna need. Let's close you. Don't need you. Width and height. There we go. Although, I'll just write it. Okay. So it's going to be letter equals value. It's char string, of course. So this, of course, assumes that there is something in there. But let's assume that this thing is perfect, although I don't know how this is going to work. See, the thing is a quote. It's an XML, it's used, so you can't write it. So let's hope this gets converted to an actual quote. Let's see. Okay. So this is going to be rect dot x equals a to I, no, a to f, if I'm not mistaken, right? Because it's float values. Yeah. Value. Of course, c underscore string. There we go. And let's do that the same for y. And the same for width. And the same for height. There we go. Let's just set the correct format. There we go. So let's see if it works. Let's put a breakpoint here as well. Apparently not. Interesting. Did something go bad? I thought it went okay the first time. Of course. This is different. There we go. Need to make sure it loads correctly. We're almost done. It seems okay. Yep. Yep. So we can say at 0, 0, width 11, height letter 32. See, the value is you know what? Let us copy this to the space, and we'll remove the space later. Save it, run it, and let's see what it actually looks like. Values are slash. That's a slash. Let's see what it is. I don't know, can I just do this? Or is it gonna like poop out on me? Yeah. I know it's the way it works. So what happens if we do like we slash that? Is that not how it works? Escape characters. See, the thing is, we have this, and for left and right thing because they're used in XML. Makes sense. Let's ignore it for now, I guess. Okay, so if we go here, we run it. And we have a look-see, we have a lot of letters. Although, that's a slash, right? For the third one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is an ampersand. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which is correct, right? No, this is not an ampersand. And I'm guessing... Oh, these two do work, left and right. Interesting. Wait, did it just work the way it's supposed to? And I'm just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On 3 and 7. Maybe I was just paranoid. I don't know. Let's open with paint. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, space. 1, 2, 3, which is quotes. 4, 5, 6, 7. Ampersand works. These two work. 1, 2, 3. It's quotations. Is it still running? No. So it has a slash. Why does it have a slash in there? It's supposed to be like this, no? Ah! It's probably... I think it works just fine. Okay. See if I do... something like that. No. Yeah, see, it's like, oh, I actually have to put a semicolon, of course. We got some warnings. Let's go check them out on them. Yeah, see? Okay, fine. Learn something new. What is this? Double to int? Okay. And this will make rectangle F as well. Done. That should remove all the warnings. Let's see. No, apparently not. Conversion from double to int. It's float, right? Anyways, it's gonna be like yeah, wine. From double to int, but x is not an int. It is. Rectangle F. Oh, I just saw a bug. Ooh, okay. That's why you test. Okay. I'll have to write down in the tutorial in the other ones that I made a mistake there. Although that tutorial is filled with mistakes. What is this? X is float. You know what? Let's just keep that there. Boom. There we go. Fine. I don't like warnings too much. So, yeah. I just realized we don't have a location. Vector 2. We need to know where to print it, of course. Let's copy it and add it here as well as here. Nope. There we go. And we'll probably have to include, although I think this one does. Yeah. But just for even though it's already included, I'm going to do it anyways. Probably not the way it should be. You know what? No. Earlier tutorials I was complaining on reducing as many includes as you can. Seeing I'm already including it, I don't need it. So, the last part. So we're going to loop for each through each file. It's not file. Why did I ever write file? There we go. It's probably wrong here as well, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so here we're going to do for int I equals, and here we're going to do like, what is it, size? Yeah. Okay. So for each letter, we're going to look up the letter, add it to the width on our locations width. So we're going to do X. Let's do a rectangle. Rect. Letter equals m underscore letters. Nope. Characters was it, right? Characters, and we're going to do string by I. Okay. And it's going to be a rectangle F. There we go. Okay. So let's do a vector f location, something like this, where location is, or let's do it like this, location is let's do it like that, that'd make more sense. Duplicate names, bad. Okay, so so we have our letter, we have the location we want it to be. So if we look at, let's say, sprite sheet.draw, we're going to have to copy some of this. Here we go. So we're going to need some of this. Let's include STL. STL, there we go. And the screen handler, of course. There we go. And we don't have a translate cell. But source we know because we have this one right here, rectangle. So what we can do is we'll set this one like that. Or wait, we can do it like this, right? We'll just take letter. Wait, don't they have a float for a rectangle? That's fine. Okay, letter dot x, letter dot y, letter dot width, letter dot height. And okay, so we have our source. Our location is going to be it's going to be location x and y. Got it. And then here at the end, after we've drawn it, we will add location.x.width, x plus equals, because we want to go to the next letter, letter.width. Let's see. I'm excited to try this. Let's see if it gives us any errors or warnings. Oh, many's. Okay. I think it's going to be, yeah, here. So let's, apparently I just can't draw floats. Makes sense. I like keeping as much as, how do I say this? I like to keep it as accurate as possible until the point where we can't anymore. So we keep it afloat until it turns into an integer. Oh. Well, okay, it runs, but it says, I didn't see that. Signed, unsigned mismatch. What does it say? Okay, so let's just do like this, I think. Yeah, tint, of course. And let's cast it. There we go. Okay. Let's check to see. So we have our font loaded, so we can say update draw string. I wonder, is there a way to hide a function? C++ hide inherited method. Name hiding. C++ only. No clue. A way to hide a specific function. The using keyword can be used to change visibility. Ah, okay. Cool. So in our Sprite font we can do in private, we can do, of course, method I press arrow down, draw. Okay, no errors. So now if we go here, it's still here. Let's look at it in a second. So let's say, of course, the standard text, hello world. Give it like smiley face. And our location, let's do a vector. And we'll put in, I don't know, 50-50. That's the chance I give it of working in the first try perfectly. Okay. Where was I here? Let's give it like, not 50, maybe 300. Maybe I should have my no lock on. There we go. Hello world. Okay, that looks pretty cool. Let's see if we can fix that hidden hide. Using a method 1. Oh yay. Okay, B has 2 methods, 1, 2. Private B using, I didn't see that. Wait. Okay, so they say B is private and then they make it public. I'll do it the other way around. But on the other hand, of course it makes sense. There we go. I don't think I would even need to do this, but let's see. Well, maybe I do. I don't know. Maybe it's just IntelliSense that hasn't been updated. Because technically, I could just do here. The thing why I don't want to have it like this is because I could just do draw, remove this. Oh, it's inaccessible. Then why is it? I guess that works then. I think it's just IntelliSense that has needs to update. Okay, well that's it for this tutorial. The next tutorial I'll go into STL fonts. What we'll do is we'll have it similar to this, but we'll use their DLL. We'll create a surface. We'll then draw everything on our surface. We'll draw all the letters on our surface, and then I want to test this while we're at it. This one as well, and this one. So I want to, so what we'll do then is draw everything to the surface, and then after that everything is the same as this. Yeah, okay. Cool. So we'll leave it at that. Okay, I keep forgetting, by the way, something. So if we go to event handler, or to this one, and then go to, what is it, exit. What is it, closed? Here. To make it actually close, we can do the game state manager, pointer, set state, null. I don't want null, I want this one. Okay. No. Interesting. This is an extra. Let's see why it was doing that. Here we go. Oh, it's in the same thing. No, we want it's not the game, it's the STL. There we go. There we go. There we go. So that's it for this tutorial. So see you guys later.